welcome back to Goddess with No Filter. As you know, this is Goddess Elizabeth, and I am glad you guys are back to join me on another video. So as you can tell by the title, we're going to go over some of these TikToks that people have been posting on their reviews about this Beyoncé concert NFL halftime show. I'm going to leave my 2 cents for the end of the video like I always do, but for right now, let's get to the video.
Don't be a bag, come take it to the floor now. There's a heat wave coming at us. Too hot to think straight. Too cold to panic. All of the problems just feel dramatic.
And one more thing, Beyonce is like the only celebrity who's like not real, right? We look at her like she's not real. Other celebrities will stand in lines to meet Beyonce at award shows, and you know why? It's because Beyonce is the only celebrity really who's not touchable. You have no access to Beyonce. All these other celebrities, you know you're gonna see them. Like, they're gonna go on tour at some time. They're gonna be in the blogs. You know their personality. Beyonce is the only one who's kept that recipe of like the early 2000s where you didn't know nothing about celebrities. You didn't know their personality. We didn't really have online, so they never commented nothing. There was never no clapbacks, them responding to rumors. Like, the only time you seen them was interviews. Beyonce, not only is she not online posting, you don't even get paparazzi pictures of her. You don't even get interviews, really. Beyonce is a celebrity, like, when you see her, you don't know when you're going to see her again, so you better take it in. It's like a rare sight, and like, oh my God, Beyonce performing. It's rare. Everybody else, they perform all year around. They talk all year around. You feel like you could talk to any celebrity. You might message them, they can respond. We have a lot of access to celebrities, so it feels like the lines start getting a little blurry, just a little bit, because like we all kind of just end up in the same places. Beyonce, you're not going to end up in the same place as Beyonce. You're just not. So Beyonce really stand offline, never clapping back, never clearing up rumors, never doing nothing, just popping out like the boogeyman and then going back into hiding. That's the best thing she could have ever did. It keeps her in this category of nobody else. She's untouchable. So the regular people and celebrities look at her like, oh my God, Beyonce.
So I just finished watching Beyonce's halftime performance, and I'm here to tell you guys, I don't care what happens next year. I don't care what happens with Jay-Z next year. I don't care if we learn that Beyonce is the Antichrist who drinks people's blood. I am still listening to Beyonce, full blast, Sasha Fierce, Cowboy Carter. I'm listening to everything. That performance was spectacular. It was an entire extravaganza. And so I am definitely still on the Beyonce bandwagon. Hell, I may have even graduated to being a member of the Beehive. Who knows?
Beyonce's halftime performance during the Ravens and Texans game was demonic. For instance, she rode out on the white horse. And if you know exactly what that is associated with. And it's not good. And then it also showed 4 horses. And that's associated with the 4 horsemen. All of this stuff during this halftime performance was truly demonic stuff indeed. And it's no surprise that it happened on Christmas at that. If you know exactly why this happened on Christmas at that. This is more truth in plain sight. Also, the fact that she threw up the OK hand sign. And if you know exactly what that really means too. It means the 666. This is more truth in plain sight. Or also the fact that she threw up the devil horns. But I guess all of this is one big coincidence, right?
Here we go again. So can someone tell me in the comments, was Beyonce fined for the gun gesture? Can someone please tell me? Because all the NFL players are getting fined for using the gun gesture in match play. When they're scoring a touchdown, they're getting fined. So, what makes Beyonce the bee's knees, pun intended? What makes her better than someone else? Nothing. Should she get fined? I believe so. I think she should get fined because a country that's ravished by gun violence, I believe she should get fined because she's a role model. So if anyone else agrees, please let me know in the comments. But if you don't agree, please don't say anything. Love.
If you were watching Beyoncé and you were paying attention to that halftime show, there's a reason why she appeared at the biggest events in the world. Every time you see Beyoncé, she's appearing at a halftime show or something that is big, where everybody is going to tune in and watch because it's a big show or a big main event. She's the Jezebel of the world, the biggest one. That she is highly favored and exalted more than any celeb. She's bigger than a Kim Kardashian, bigger than a Taylor Swift. Her and Taylor Swift is similar to the same level, but Beyonce is bigger. Beyonce is a witch. She's a Jezebel spirit. She's a demon. This is not throwing shade. This is not throwing hate. There's a reason why she appears at the biggest events. This is the reason why she's highly favored, highly treated a certain way. This is why you don't see her everywhere. This is why she's not shown everywhere. This is why she makes special appearances everywhere. She's very highly favored and very highly loved by many. This is the reason why you don't see her on the news and all in every place and everything. She's protected. I'm making sense now, right?
Okay, so we ran across some of these videos, and one thing I didn't see, and this is just me making my 2 cents, right? Now, I know some of y'all may be some heavy Beyonce fans, but let me be the first one to say I'm not. Before y'all jump on my head, so y'all gonna know before I come on here, I'm not a Beyonce fan. And one thing I want to say about, you know, the whole Beyonce trend and everything, you know, everybody has their own opinion and everybody's entitled to speak and have their freedom of speech and say what they want to say. But let me first get this off my chest because I've been waiting to say this. Why y'all ain't saying Beyonce a clone? Everybody was saying, you know, Jamie Foxx was a clone, you know. The man came on TV and did a whole series on Netflix, did his thing, but he was known as a clone. Why y'all ain't saying Beyonce a clone? She's not, you know, she's very mysterious for me. And with her and Jay-Z, and then Jay-Z having ties with Michelle Alamy, or however you pronounce her name, it's like the first thing I see, right, when I see Michelle's an 80-year-old woman that's very close to these young artists, right? You have Beyonce, right? She's known for wearing white, gold, these light colors, and we know that some of these things she do, you know, worships, you know, certain deities and whatnot. So my thing, this is just me thinking, as her being a woman and having so much power and such a huge fan base, this is ridiculous. There's some sort of spell that she has cast, or some sort of spell that she, or rituals that she has, you know, encountered, or she's engaged with, or she might have partaken in, and this is how she's able to get her fan base the way she has. Because I'm looking at every other female group that has came from when I was born. You know, we had En Vogue. No one from En Vogue stepped out and became a huge pop artist like Beyonce. We had SWV. No one was able to step out and did what what Beyonce is doing with SWV. You had Blackstreet. We had 702. I can name so many female groups. We had TLC. No one stood up and was able to be that popular coming out of a girl group. Kelly, Michelle. No one has the status that Beyonce has been able to gain. Now, everybody has their own point of view, like I said before, but I just feel like, you know, Michelle Alamy, she may have some ties with Beyonce. And, you know, as Michelle is a monkey, Beyonce is a rooster, Blue Ivy is a dragon, I feel like they're making these marks and playing these particular moments. And then the Black Moon was on the 30th, and Beyonce did what she did on Christmas Day. It's too much stuff for people to not look at, you know. I predict that next year they're going to do a lot of stuff with Blue Ivy, because next year is the year of the snake. Blue Ivy is a dragon, which would have been this year, would have been her good year, which is why you're seeing her doing things now. But seeing next year is going to be a year of new beginnings, rejuvenations, a lot of new things happening. So I do see Michelle and Beyonce and Jay-Z really putting a lot of energy into her personification for Blue Ivy. That's just my thoughts. You know what I'm saying? I have my own thoughts. Everybody can think how they want to think, and that's just me. Because, you know, Trump don't even have this much of a fan base. I mean, can you think of any one person who has as much fan base as Beyonce? Now, I'm saying I don't hate the woman. I'm not saying I hate her, but I'm not a fan of her. Some of the titles, when I seen some of her album covers, just certain things about her really does rub me the wrong way. She has a lot of people, you know, a lot of people fooled, but me for one, everyone has a right to like who they like. You know, everyone has the right to do that. But me personally, I can see a lot of other artists out there that has just as much talent, if not even more than Beyonce. So my thing is, why and how is she so favored along with Taylor Swift? You know, it's like there is a certain energy around her that makes her worshipable, I'm making up words here, to other people that I just don't understand. I just don't understand it. Maybe it's not for me to understand. Maybe, you know, people just like who they like, and I'm okay with it. I love for people to like who they like, but there are some other artists out there that I think should have never been pushed to the side, especially Michelle Williams. Oh, you heard her song? If I had your I may not be singing it right, but that song takes me places. You know, Kelly was trying to do her thing. She couldn't blow up, but they all seem to be happy for her. There's some serious spell that she's cast, y'all. Y'all can say what y'all want to say about me. I really don't give two of them things. I don't. So I'm just going to end this video here and say, people will follow people who they going to follow. Like Buddy said, ain't nobody canceling Beyonce. So if they come out and they say, yes, she has been doing a lot of child trafficking, or yes, she's been doing blood sacrifices, or yes, she has been, you know, dipping herself in blood to maintain her youthful look over the years. But they still not going to cancel that. Anyways, y'all, this is Goddess Elizabeth, and I am signing out here with Goddess with No Filter. As y'all can tell, I have no filter when I speak, and I say what's on my mind all the time. Y'all give this woman all this power. No one man should have all this power. No one woman should have all this power. There's no need for that. You know, and it's really funny. I'm not going to say it's funny, but it's kind of weird how the GMAs, they won't give her, you know, her awards, you know, but she can sit down and shut down the whole NFL. She can do all this. The NFL's, you know, do something. She getting fucked up. Mia, don't forget Mia. Mia did a halftime show and she shot the middle finger and she got sued. So I hope they're gonna sue Beyonce the same way they sued Mia. I hope Jay-Z tell Beyonce to go ahead and sign that deal so they're gonna have to sue her. Or are they gonna sue her and just don't make it public because she has enough money to back it up? I mean, even when it comes to Chloe and what's the other girl? The two girls that Beyonce signed to her record label. Chloe. So is it Chloe or the other one? Y'all know one of the twins is very sexualized, very very sexualized, and the other twin, you know, she got, you know, she's a little bit more quieter. She got with DG and had a baby, and you know, things of that. But why they never got the blow up like they got the blow up? But keep your eye on Blue Ivy for next year, y'all. And remember, you heard it here first. Peace. Thank you for coming over. Goddess with No Filter. Goddess Elizabeth. Till next time. Bye, y'all.